Okay, now we're going to look at ellipses when we move the center, translate the center. Okay, and here you'll notice it'll look very similar to a circle where we've translated the center. So here we've got the standard form of ellipse with the center at HK, just like a circle. And major and minor axes of length 2A and 2B, where A is always bigger than B. And you notice the only thing that changes from our formula before is now we have x minus h and y minus k in each of the spots, okay? So you'll still look at whether the number under the x or the y is larger, and that will tell you whether it's a horizontal or vertical ellipse. Now, you're going to have to be careful here to find your vertices. Everything you're going to go the distance A, B, or C from your center. So you'll take your new center and you'll go either left or right or up or down by your A, B, or C values. Okay, so let's see how this works. So this says find the center, vertices, and foci, and then sketch. So we've got 4x squared plus y squared plus 24x minus 2y plus 21 equals 0. So we're going to start this just like we would have a circle. So we're going to put the x's together. 4x squared plus 24x plus y squared minus 2y. We'll move the 21 over to the other side, negative 21. Okay, now to complete the square for the x, first we need to pull out a 4 from the x squared and from the x term. So this will be plus 6x. Now, the y doesn't have anything in front of it, so we'll just say like plus 1 y squared minus 2y. Now we need to add our special term. So remember, we take the b term, so this would be 6 over 2, and we would square it, so we'd get 3 squared is 9. So we're going to add 9. Now remember, over here we have to add 4 times 9. Okay, for our y, we're going to take negative 2 over 2 squared. So that's going to give us plus 1. And here it's a 1 times 1. Okay. So this will be 4. This will factor as x plus 3 squared plus 1 y minus 1 squared equals, so if we take negative 21 plus 4 times 9 plus 1 times 1, we're going to get 16. Now, it's important to notice that for an ellipse, on the right-hand side of the formula, if we go back up here, on the right-hand side, we always have 1. So we need to divide so that on this side, the 16 is a 1. So we're going to divide every term by 16. Okay, so here this cancels out and this just becomes a 4. So we have x plus 3 squared over 4 plus y minus 1 squared over 16 equals 1. Okay, so notice the number under the y is bigger, so this is going to be a vertical ellipse. So our center, we take, remember, the opposite, kind of what's in here, so negative 3 comma 1. So we can plot that point. So our a is going to be the square root of the larger number here, so square root of 16 will be 4. B will be the square root of the other one, 4, so 2. And we still find C the same way. So C, we're going to take C squared equals A squared minus B squared. So C squared equals 16 minus 4, which is 12. So C equals the square root of 12, which is equal to 2 square root of 3. Okay, so I like to use the graph to help us figure out where our vertices and everything are. So we're going to start at the center. We know this is a vertical ellipse. So that means to get our vertices, we need to go up and down from the center by A. Okay, so we need to go up from this point by 4 and down from this point by 4. Now notice that means it's going to have the same x coordinate as our center. So that's going to be -3, right? Now when we've gone up 4, we've really added 4 to this y coordinate of 1. So it's up at 5. And we've gone down, you can subtract 4, this is at -3. Okay, the endpoints of our minor axis, we're now, since this is vertical, we're going to go left and right by B. So our B is 2, so from the center we're going to go right 2 and left 2. Now notice those will have the same y coordinate as the center. So this is at -5, 1 and -1, 1. Okay, so we can sketch our ellipse. And for our foci, since this is a vertical ellipse, we'll go up and down from the center by C. Sorry, this gets off the page, so I'll shrink it just a little bit. Okay, so our C is the square root of 12, which is just over 3. So to kind of sketch it out, we'd go up 3, a little past 3, down 3. Now notice it has the same x coordinates as our center, -3. The y coordinate's going to look a little funny. We're taking the y coordinate 1 here and we're adding 2 square root of 3 to it. So we're really going to write that as 1 plus 2 square root of 3. And then going down, we're starting at that y coordinate of the center, 1, and going down we're going to subtract 2 square root of 3. Okay, so you have to kind of think when you're going up, you're adding to the y coordinate, and when you're going down, you're subtracting from the y coordinate. And that gives us all the pieces of our ellipse.